Hey there, E here from eEats and Healthy Treats with day 11 of the last 40 days of summer with a new salad each day. Today's salad is a stuffed zucchini blossom salad featuring 1 head of green leaf lettuce, 4 zucchini blossoms, 2 ounces of ricotta cheese, a half a cup of cherry tomatoes, 1 egg, a quarter cup of flour, and some parmesan cheese, with a honey vinaigrette consisting of 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 tablespoon red wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon each of dried oregano and basil, a quarter teaspoon salt, and 1 teaspoon honey. Let's get into it. Starting with the dressing, we'll add the oil and vinegar to a bowl, and then add our spices. Now we'll add our honey. This honey is locally sourced, which I prefer to purchase in a quart mason jar. Just makes it easier to get it out. Mix that well until thoroughly incorporated. Give it a quick taste. It was sweet and zesty. Onto the tomatoes, remove the stems, and then we'll slice these in half. These are fresh from my sister-in-law's garden, so thank you for those. Set those to the side, and then we'll take our ricotta cheese and we'll cut that into about a 2-ounce piece and place that into a bowl. We'll then add our garlic and our spices. And mix that up. Taking our first zucchini blossom, we'll gently open up the flower to create space to add the stuffing. These might be a little tricky to open up, and you may have to slightly tear it just to get started. But once you do, you'll find the space in there to add the cheese. So we'll add our cheese mixture in there gently. I'm just going to kind of press it down a little bit to get it in there well. And then I'll close up the blossom, kind of gently press, which will help keep it intact. And I'll also twist the end just slightly. I took these blossoms off of some small zucchinis, which were already established out of my mom's garden. Thanks to her for letting me do that. I'll have to do some more research, but it sounds like it's healthy for a zucchini plant if you remove some of the blossoms, but you do need to leave some, however. There are male and female blossoms, This is a self-pollinating plant, along with the other plants in the squash family that are also self-pollinating. I ended up finding it easier to put the cheese mixture all together with my fingers and then gently stuffing it in rather than using the spoon. I could control it a little bit easier that way. Setting the stuffed blossoms to the side, we'll grab a shallow bowl and crack an egg into it. And then give it a quick whisk. Moving over to our heated skillet over medium-high, we'll add about a half a tablespoon of butter, and we'll coat the bottom of the pan with that. Here on the hot side we have our blossoms, the egg, and flour sitting there on this range. We'll take one of the blossoms, dip it in egg, making sure to coat it thoroughly, and then add it to the flour and coat that thoroughly as well. And then add that to the pan. We'll do the same for the rest of the blossoms. These will not take long to cook, so stay with them. Gently move them around a little bit of the sides and make sure every side does get coated, or gets cooked rather. You also have to include the bottom. If the pan gets a little bit dry, you might want to add a little bit more butter as well. Let's now build the salad. I took a few leaves of the lettuce, washed those up, spun them out to remove any excess water in my salad spinner. I'll then tear those up into bite-sized pieces and place them into the bowl. I'll then add the tomato, and using my knife, I will gently slice the stuffed blossoms. And then we'll add those to the bowl. I did one blossom per bowl. then grated some fresh Parmesan cheese on top. And poured on some of the vinaigrette. On to the taste test. The stuffed blossoms had some chew and creaminess from the ricotta, and the honey vinaigrette tied it all together. Of course, I need another bite. This is another keeper for sure. Until later, be blessed and act with love. Enjoy!